Well, good morning, quirky birders, and welcome to your final instalment of your daily art challenge this week. I do hope you've enjoyed the process. I do hope you're pleased with your painting that you're currently working on. So today is the day where your painting really does come to life. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding in the lovely ink details to your painting. Now, as I said to you at the end of the episode yesterday, we're going to be using a variety of different pens. We're going to be using your black fine liner pen, and then we're also going to be using just a normal black ballpoint pen just to add in some of the details. So let's make a start, and let's start to work and add in the details to bring this painting to life. So what we're going to start off with is I'm actually just going to start off with by putting in the outline of the drawers. And what I want you to do is I just want you to be able to just use the lines that you've drawn for the drawers and then just go over it freehand. Don't worry too much about whether your lines are straight or not. The reason that we're working with this different technique is because it will just provide you with multiple lines and shading, so you're not really too conscious as to where that line sits. So you just need to go round the outside of your drawer, just using your fine liner, and then we'll come round down the outside edge like so. We'll put in the base of the top. Oops. Like so. Do is we'll just go round in a circle to represent the handles on the dresser. We'll just draw around the keyhole. And then we'll just continue right the way through the design. So we'll just work on our little bowls. Got a pen that decides whether it wants to work or not. So once you've actually done the outside edges of your bowls, you can then just follow the line of your stripes, if that's how you've decorated your china. Like so. And then we'll put in the outside edge of our lovely little jug and handle. And then again just work down the jug, just putting in those nice lines to separate the blue and the grey wash. Like so. So the next thing that we're going to work on our little geraniums. And they are very, very simple indeed to do. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to just put in the outline of the terracotta pot. And we'll just put in the little lip. And then we can just put sections of that lip. So we're going to start off with the leaves first. And where you can see that we've got this lovely sort of round shape that I talked about when we were painting our geranium leaves, all you're going to do is just literally follow that contour round and just fill in those shapes like so. So we'll just work over this side. You'll just see the different shapes forming as you're working as to which ones you need to just go around the outside edge of. And then what you can do is you can just put a little bit of suggestion of some veins. And just move them around in different directions. And then we've got some that are just the paler grey, which we can just do a little round edge to. And that's pretty much all you need to do as far as your leaves are concerned. Now the geraniums, again, we've got different colours and different textures, and all we're going to do with the geraniums is just do a little squiggle to identify the flowers. So we'll start sort of with this one here, and all you need to do is just literally quite loosely just scribble like so. You can then put a stem on it if you wished. So again, we'll just do a little scribble like so, and then a stem. So don't overthink it, just keep it nice and loose. You don't have to put stems on them all. It's amazing, isn't it? You can sort of sit, and from some little red blobs you can do a little bit of scribbling, and then you've ended up with a lovely bowl full of geraniums. Okay, so that's pretty much all you need to do with regards to your lovely pot plant. And then we just need to work on our little home sweet home sign. So again, freehand, using your fine liner pen, just put in the edge of your sign, like so. We'll colour in the nail that's on the wall. And then we'll add in the string that the sign's holding up with. And then we'll add in the pencil details that we wrote and drew. And then we just need to write home sweet home. Now what you can do is we can just put a couple of little loops, and we can have a suggestion that there's a bow there, like that. And then what we need to do is we need to swap our pen. Just make sure this is black, yeah. So I'm just using just a normal black, it's actually my husband's work pen. So I'm just using a normal black biro. And then all you need to do is we just need to start adding in some extra depth of texture. So we'll come back and we'll start with the drawers. And just using your ballpoint pen, you just literally just need to just score along the top of your dresser, like so. And then we can add in, where we've got some darker shading, where we've got the darker glazing here, we'll just add in some darker lines. Sometimes it takes a little while for the pen to get going on the watercolour, so you may need to just keep trying, but just use it very, very lightly and just score in that bit of texture to the drawers. And then you could even just squiggle a little bit darker just at the edge there, just to identify, just to define that edge. And can you see what a difference that's made? So I will come down using the ball pen to got multiple lines there, and then almost just sort of squiggle and colour in that edge, like so. And then you need to just do the same around the drawers. So again, you can actually add in multiple lines of colour using the ball pen. We'll add in another outline to our drawer knobs, and then we can literally just squiggle the couple of lines of shading underneath the drawn ups, and then it's just the same just along the top of the drawers there. Just keeping it a little bit finer this time on that drawer, we don't need it to be as heavy. And the trick with this is to know when to stop. So I'm actually quite happy with that. Okay. Now the same technique can be used for your terracotta pot. So I've got this sort of area of shading here. So I'm just going to use that, and I'm just going to bring some lines around, and you can see instantly that's created that little bit of shape for me. So I'm just going to work it so it's a little bit darker towards that one edge. And then just bring a little bit of shading just along that lip. Like so. And then we need to do the same with our little collection of china. And again, I'm just going to work just with this one edge, and I'm just then going to just score on the where we've applied the grey wash, just some partial lines. And you can see instantly that that's created a little bit of depth and shape. We'll score inside the lip of the jug, and also of the bowl, and then we'll do the same again, just coming down here with just some little lines to define the shape of the china. And then finally we just need to add in some texture to our Home Sweet Home sign, and all we're going to do there is literally just drag your pen across, so you just create that lovely panel effect. Like so. And then again you can just lightly apply that additional texture. Like I say, it's a fun technique to do. It's very, very easy to do, and really does provide something a little bit different to your work. But like I say, the trick is to know when to leave it and when to stop. So I'm actually quite happy with that now. So we've created some lovely texture to our Home Sweet Home sign. Our grouping of china has really popped. Our pot of geraniums looks great, and the texture that we've added to the drawers really does look rather good indeed. So if you're happy with your painting and you're pleased with what you've done, as you know, it's always then nice to sign it. So I'm just going to sign mine off. And it's also nice, if you wanted to, you can also date it. It's always nice then to see how far you've come with regards to your work, if you've actually got a date on your work. So I'll just tidy up my workspace very quickly. And then we can start. I'll just peel the paint, the tape away. And you just need to be very, very careful when you're peeling the tape away. As you know, you can just use normal masking tape, but it is advisable to get rid of some of the tackiness before you apply it to your paper. And you can do that by just applying it to some clothing or your board that you're working on, and just keep lifting it off to get rid of the tackiness. If you are peeling the tape away and you feel it pull and you feel it catch against the paper, and it's in a part of the paper that you will see with it when it's within your frame, just be very, very gentle and just peel the tape away so slowly, and it will come. And it will come without damaging the paper. The problem areas are usually sort of down here at the bottom when you're where you're working, where your wrist is constantly rubbing against the tape. So those are the problem areas that you just need to be mindful of. Okay. So that's it. That's Home Sweet Home finished. I hope you've enjoyed the process. I hope you've enjoyed your week. I can't wait to see what you've come up with. These little illustrations, like I say, are a little bit quirky in the way that they're positioned with the frame. So once they've actually got their mount on them and they are framed and they sit right up in that bottom corner, they really do look really, really good indeed. So have some fun. I can't wait to see what you come up with. So please do share it to the page. I hope you've enjoyed the process, and I hope you've enjoyed the yet another new technique that has been demonstrated to you today, and that's obviously the use of the ballpoint pen for adding in these additional bits of shading. Thank you very much for watching. See you all again very, very soon indeed. Take care now. Bye bye.